The Hamilton Parkers are like any other British family, except they're all psychic. There's Dad Craig, Mum Jane, and daughters Celeste and Danielle.
This girl even wanted me to buy a coffin, and this is for real, to sleep in.
And for them, it's perfectly normal to communicate with the dead.
I see a blue spirit light, and I'm drawn to a particular email.
We're just ordinary people with something special.
Yes, I do see dead people, and I do talk to them.
Meet the Psychic Family. Coming up, emotions run high when the psychic couple are in touch with dead relatives.
Is it Jack or... yeah?
That's my grandson. My jaw just hit the floor. I mean, how does he know Jack?
And Craig and Jane turn their hand to psychic matchmaking.
The kind of girls I normally go for would be tall, brunettes, slim, with nipples I can see coming through the t-shirt.
You don't like indecisive blokes. You don't have a lot of tolerance for people that are...
oh my God, you can tell that from the...
Words like pain in the arse come to mind.
Today will be a challenging one for Nicholas, Craig and Jane's psychic apprentice. He'll sit in on 2 readings and be asked to contact the dead in each.
I'm very nervous because Jane just said if I do pick up anything to kind of pass it on at the end. But then I get a part of me is kind of like, what if I get it wrong? Do I make a fool of myself? There's all those question marks, so we'll have to see what happens.
Carol is the first client of the day. She's having her reading with Craig.
Quite tragically, I lost my father 2 years ago this November, and none of us as a family were with him when he died. And is he there? Is he looking over me?
I felt a gentleman around me in particular that wanted to connect with you. Had quite a good sense of humour with this man. I wanted to say, is your father on the spirit side? I'm getting, my chest feels bad today, but did your dad have a chest condition? I get quite a quick passing with him, can I say? And it seems to be chest, and chest giving me the feeling here, you know? He's talking about babies to me. Wasn't somebody that lost a baby? Lost a twin or something? Would that make any sense to you? Twin babies? And is the one baby that was survived, I think, and one baby that was a twin? Or there's something about twins he's saying to me.
Years ago I had lost twins. My father was also a twin, and he lost his twin as a young boy.
Sort of.
So far, Craig's doing well, but his next revelation leaves Carol gobsmacked.
Give me a J name, like, is it Jack or, yeah?
That's my grandson.
Okay, who plays the football? Is he getting interested in Jack? He wants to talk about, all right? And he says, love to Jack, all right? Love to Jack, because we're like chalk. Jack is a bit like your dad in his personality. Can I say that? You know, there's a lovely energy around Jack. It's like Jack knows I'm around. He hasn't been getting seeing a special friend or something, has he, Jack? Because there's a feeling. Has he expressed it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, but I can just feel him there with such a love. He wants to talk about the love that comes from the spirit world, and the fact that although you've lost so many of your family, families don't die. He says, we're still around watching you. It's just like you've got just as many now as there ever were. I don't know why I'm seeing this. I'm seeing lots, I don't know why has my brain gone funny here or something, but I've seen birds and things like that. Why do I see that? Does that make any sense whatsoever? No, I thought as much. I couldn't have gone off track here.
With his psychic powers fading, Craig decides it's the perfect time to hand over to his boy wonder, Nicholas.
When we were talking, I don't know, some kind of unhappiness or unfulfillment in kind of work-related. Maybe there have been times where the people at work haven't been nice, or there's been conflict, especially in the workplace. maybe even leading to, not saying depression, but that kind of mindset. So what I was kind of sensing was doing some kind of course, education, got the colour yellow, which is kind of a learning colour, some kind of maybe this, you thought of doing a course, going to uni or doing a part-time course. I just see this, I see a real confidence building, and you're finding kind of a new outlet. I'm not sure what it is, but I can kind of see like a perspective of college, and it's kind of opened so many doors for you. So I'm not sure if that kind of makes any sense or something you've looked into.
What you've just said from beginning to end is 110% correct.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
A new start maybe for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
So was Carol really that convinced by the dynamic duo?
It brought tears to my eyes. My dad died of lung cancer and it's not 2 years yet. And the coughing and everything, all part of it. I mean, my jaw just hit the floor when he mentioned Jack. I mean, how does he know Jack? He gives me no reason to not believe in anything that he says.
But what of the Sorcerer's Apprentice? What did Carol think of Nicholas's performance?
How does he know? You know, he without telling you of some awful issues that have been going on in my place of work lately, he just, bang, picked up on it straight away. What an amazing man. Brilliant, both of them. Want to see them again.
So, after his debut, how did Craig rate his apprentice's performance?
Well, while that whole process, I just didn't want to let you down or make a fool out of myself, or to kind of the kind of work that you're doing. So I'm kind of very grateful. I was saying whoever's around me, wherever it's coming from, you better deliver, because I'll be angry.
You've been listening to Jane. That's what she bosses them around in the spirit.
You better give me something.
Yeah, I mean, and you got it. I mean, you got some excellent information there. I think
Yeah.
you should be feeling pretty pleased with yourself.
So, with praise from his psychic master ringing in his ears, Nicholas has another reading to attend.
Hello there, come in.
Now it's Jane's turn. Catherine came to see Jane a few days ago and was blown away with the contact Jane made with Catherine's son John, who committed suicide 3 months ago. This time she's brought her daughter Holly with her.
I'm sceptical, but you know, if she says something that I feel no one could know, then I'll believe it.
Mother and daughter prepare themselves as they go in to meet Jane, and immediately she makes a connection with John, who has a message for his sister Holly.
First of all, when I was doing my meditations here, I had your brother, but he was showing me with a hoodie. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Does a black hoodie mean anything?
Yeah, it's like a dark grey hoodie, yeah.
Alright, because it was sort of like, but he, it just showed himself like that, and he was just laughing, and then he just put it down. I felt very much that you were quite close. Very close. Because did you have arguments sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why he's saying that, and sorry. And I felt as if his vibration here, because I know he took his life, and I know very much he wasn't thinking straight. Wasn't thinking straight. I find this very emotional because he's got tears coming down his cheek here, because he finds it quite hard, and that because he's saying, will you forgive me? He's got to have your forgiveness. Do you understand that? Because that's important, he knows from you. Because he said, you know, I feel in a way it's quite cruel what I've done and a selfish act, but you've got to understand whole. He's calling you whole. He said,
He did call you whole.
he called you whole. You've got to understand whole. I wasn't thinking straight. I wasn't thinking straight. He's saying that Mum talks to me at night. Mum talks to me. And she gets a little bit cross at times and questions things. And why did you do that? Why did you do that? He's saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He's at peace. I know that's not going to help you, but I feel he's at peace. And I feel also, as he comes here, he's saying, I want to hug my mum again. And I want to hug my sister because I love them.
Now Jane hands over to Nicholas to see if he's picked up on anything from the other side.
I definitely kind of sense kind of financial difficulties. Maybe it was financial difficulty that gave him a lot of stress, a lot of mentally, a lot of the word comes deprivation, kind of maybe even a sense of helplessness that kind of something I feel quite strongly, so I'm not sure if you can accept that.
Yes, I can.
He said if you could have angel wings, he'd wrap it round you too and pull you in towards him.
So after a very emotional experience, were Catherine and Holly convinced that they were really talking to John?
I mean, when she said he calls Holly Coles, and he does, doesn't he? I'm still convinced that that is my son, and he's come through to me.
There are a few things that she said at the beginning that I don't know how she would have known. One of the first things she said was, "Do you have a jumper with a hood?" And it's in the car. I feel a little bit frustrated that I didn't get more information, but the things that she did say were quite comforting.
So what did Catherine and Holly make of Nicholas, the new psychic apprentice?
I feel like he's got a bit more to learn.
Yeah, I do think he's got more to learn, but he did touch on a couple of things that I thought, well, yeah, that was right. You know,
He
right.
mentioned about financial situations,
Yeah.
and that he didn't have a lot of money and there were problems and arguments of money, which is true.
Time for another debrief, this time with Mrs. Psychic.
I was very impressed when you said about financial things, because they both looked at one another and made eye contact. And
I didn't see that bit.
oh yeah, I can see it because you're concentrating on their persona.
Because what kind of came through there was, in a way, that kind of propelled him. I'm not saying that's what the cause him, but that kind of, it was like a downward spiral with the finances.
Yes.
That's kind of what I felt with them.
The good thing about you really trust. You must learn to trust your inner self
Instinct.
and go with it, because you wouldn't be here otherwise.
Let's just hope the dating angels are with us tonight.
Stupid.
Having tried speed dating and internet dating and just, not really been much luck, so I thought we could try this out, the psychic twist.
A new day has dawned at the Hamilton Parkers, and Craig has news for Jane about a new psychic dating event they're hosting to expand their business.
Jane,
Yeah.
I've got some pretty good news really. That the Fated to Date event we've been talking about,
Yeah.
I've got 10 boys and 10 girls.
Right.
So I'm pretty pleased, and they all seem to be the right age groups, and I think they're all reasonably good-looking people. And
How do you know they're good?
well,
looking
just from what I've sort of seemed to get from the feel of things.
So it's off to London for our Cosmic Cupids, to a trendy wine bar Jane and Craig have chosen to be the spiritual centre point for tonight's events.
People will be nice and comfortable. You can sort of get people sat there.
Joining them is their psychic sidekick, Nicholas, to offer matchmaking support.
Nicholas, what I'd like you to do tonight is we're going to all work together and match people, and I think you've got an eye for that.
Hopefully we will get a statistically significant result, as the parapsychologists say, that we will get more people that come together through our little bit of clairvoyant interjection, rather than just if they were to randomly go out with each other.
I think it'd be really interesting, the people themselves, I'm sure they'll enjoy it.
Let's just hope the dating angels are with us tonight.
First things first, Jane and Craig get spiritually charged up in a quiet corner of the bar, while Nicholas meets and greets the love-hungry singletons who start to arrive.
So you're definitely a believer?
Definitely what?
A believer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, that's good.
You can sort of feel the atmosphere building a little bit, can't you? You can. People coming in here feeling a bit nervous. Do you think?
Yes.
What's happening?
My arm on you is the most unromantic man I've ever met in my life.
I thought you were going to knock me.
With the bar filling up with lonely hearts, what are their expectations for the evening?
The reason why I'm here tonight is because basically I thought it'd be interesting. It's another opportunity to meet people.
kind of girls I normally go for would be tall, brunette, slim, with nipples I can see coming through the t-shirt. I value good breeding, which you don't often find either. A nice lineage like a horse or a greyhound. People and dogs and horses very similar in my view. You've got to look at the pedigree.
I like a guy that is smart and has his own opinion about stuff. No arrogance. Find it very unattractive.
To be honest, I don't genuinely have a type. I like all beautiful women. I've just got a thing for beautiful women, to be honest. All colours, all creeds, all races. My ex profile kind of reads like the United Nations sheet. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm a bit of a mix myself, so I like to keep it mixed.
Well, I thought I'd try something different, having tried speed dating and internet dating and just, not really been much luck. So I thought we could try this out, the psychic twist.
With all 10 girls and guys having arrived and settled in, Jane and Craig hit the floor for a psychic warm-up with a bit of palm reading.
I mean, because you've got a square hand, which is a square palm. Again, you do a lot of practical work. You're good with sorting very, very loyal person again, I've got to say.
You like tall men. You like men that you feel that's very protective of you.
Joe Blunt, your hand says, and it's you're very.
Old-fashioned values too.
Yes, for my parents, definitely traditions are important.
You don't like indecisive blokes. You don't have a lot of tolerance for people that are.
Oh my God, you can tell that from the
words like pain in the arse come to mind.
All tuned in to the phantom frequency, Jane and Craig move on to phase 2. What will the spirits tell them about horse-loving Bay from London?
There's horses. Does the horses mean anything to you?
Yeah.
I'm getting horses. Horses.
You're right on the money.
There's horses there. And,
this is unreal, yeah.
And country things are very important to you.
Yeah.
You're sort of there to help others. When it comes down to you, as if I feel like your scales definitely do go up and down at times, but you know where you want to go, what you want to do.
Yeah.
But you're a lazy boy. You need somebody to give you a jolly good kick sometimes.
Only a Libra could tell another Libra and that.
This is so correct.
He needs a fun girl, that's what he needs. A fun girl.
Humour.
A girl that's fun and very impulsive and does things, and this is what he's after and this is what he's going to get.
Yeah, definitely.
You tend to go, I feel, for the sort of bloke that you shouldn't go for. I mean, I suppose, but because you need someone that's understanding rather than dominant.
No, she knows what she wants. And she meets somebody, she knows instantly, because she knows. No salesman, you don't want salesman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no salesman.
I meet a lot of those.
Yeah, you don't, they're no good for you.
Although you obviously work out a bit, you get a lot of troubles with your lower back, I do.
Yes.
I do. And a girl that can work as a therapist will be just right. You need to find someone that is gentle in a way.
Not an angry girl.
Someone that is sort of questioning you.
No, he doesn't like angry girls, do he? He likes gentle girls.
How can you tell all of that? Is it from the way...
We go around your aura, so you can see
your
it.
vibrations. We're actually picking it up from you psychically. Okay.
And having shared that psychic link with all of the love seekers, the paranormal panel decide who, according to the spirit world, should be matched together.
We've come up with a few suggestions of people that could be matched with one another. So this will be sort of like on a psychic level, is there a spiritual match? Do you feel something? Do you think we're right? Do you think we're wrong? Maybe there's a connection we've suggested. First suggestion is Bay, and if also Tara would step forward. If Johnny can come forward. And we're going to match you, Johnny, with Laura, Charlie, with Sam.
Hello again, Sam. Zoe, I'm going to match you with Patrick.
See, there's a success straight away.
So off our couples go for a psychic barbecue as they get to know each other.
Whoa.
Patrick has not got off to a good start with Zoe.
Cutlery. Oh shit, I forgot to get you some.
I asked him to go and get me some cutlery for my dinner and he came back and he forgot.
I was talking to a friend when I done it.
So that's a good first date. He was talking to a friend and he
I
forgot.
apologise. I'm sorry.
Start as you mean to go on. Lovely evening. I think the psychics might have got it 50% right. Have a man that I think I have fun with. I quite like it.
In terms of the psychic dating thing, it's gone really well. I would go out with her again if she was up for it. I guess I just need to ask for a number or something, plug up the courage. But yeah, I'm a pretty easygoing guy, so yeah, I'd pretty be down for pretty much anything, really. Yeah.
And Bay appears to be pulling out all his hilarious stories for Tara. Did it do any good? And were the psychics right to pair them up?
Okay, on this occasion, I think the psychic has it slightly wrong. Although they probably saw that we kind of got on well together, but on this occasion, it's a bit of a.
I will ask for Tara's number, almost certainly. I think she's a great girl.
Those two saw their date very differently. What about Sam and Charlie?
Don't think we'll be going on a second date. I think we had a nice meeting, but I think we probably are not that well suited.
Just like the way that she was really quiet and she didn't really have very much to say for herself, and she just let me talk for most of it, which suits me perfectly. Yeah, I think we're going to see each other again.
It appears Charlie did not make the impression that he or the psychics were hoping for.
He thought I was Australian or a Kiwi, and I said I was from Essex, and I think that may have been a deal breaker. I don't know.
Now to Johnny and Laura. Johnny, remember, was after good breeding and nipples.
I think he's a nice guy. I'm not sure if he's the sort of guy that I would normally go for. Then they paired us because we both said that we had a love of, like, I'm from the country, he loves the country. So I think there was like this kind of country pairing.
No, I mean, I had a bit of a squint around, and I didn't see any tall, well-formed brunettes with really good figures. And as soon as I didn't see that, I realised I had to lower my bar a little bit. But, if I had my beer goggles on, I think I'd definitely reprioritise. Yes.
Well, it's safe to say that the success rate for psychic dating was rather low. Back to Spirit headquarters for the psychic trio, and back to the bottles of spirits for our singletons. Next time, Craig and Jane set up a psychic pet clinic and even make contact with a dead dog.
Did the dog die at home? And have we actually rolled him up in the carpet or something? I had to roll him up to take him out.
I'm gobsmacked. That's mad.
And Craig, with apprentice Nicholas, meets an 80s pop icon with some surprising revelations.
Do you know someone that cut part of their finger off?
Yeah, both my brother and my father have lost fingers on chainsaws.